You know what else I was sorry about?
Did you watch one of those backstage segments? I don't know.
No, I skipped all of that because time was limited, but I was sorry that that wasn't the main event. They had to give us one more match. We had the men's 8-man TNA versus NXT elimination match with special referee Joe Hendry, who also, like Jordan Grace, goes both ways. And
works in both places, just to clarify.
Yes, he's not on either side, TNA or NXT.
That's right.
He's been in both fucking
trying to find some perverted thing to say. I see what's going on here.
He's been in both positions. he's been on both ends of the spectrum, so to speak. This was TNA's team was Moose, Santana, Mike Santana, formerly of AEW, Frankie Kazarian, who I love. He's a great worker, great athlete, great guy. He looks like he'd been microwaved. He's really tanning. And who else was the other fellow on that team? God damn it. Dick Slater. Was that his name?
I don't think it was Dick Slater.
It was Slater, someone, Heath Slater. No, Leon Slater.
Oh, Leon Slater. Him? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Sounds right. Could be.
Carlos Slater. I don't know. Anyway, they were against Team NXT of Javon Evans, Miles Bourne, Trick Williams, and Ricky Starks / Saints. And the entrances were 10 minutes. And then here's the thing. Now you've got 8 more guys. Everybody looks like an athlete. There's no, there's nobody in this group that was like the tag team champions in the Seg 1 and just didn't need to be on television. But it was 100 miles an hour with move after move. You can barely keep straight who's on whose side when they're moving in and out that quickly, or who's on whose team. Nobody fucked up anything that I saw, but I zoned out. And the highlight was they had a spot for Javon Evans where he could come in and dive everywhere and do all his shit right before he got eliminated. And he dove over the top on Moose and almost landed on his head, but he did this and that and the other thing. And he's a bouncy young fellow is what he is. And he bounced all over the place. And then he missed some kind of kick on Kaz and got pinned. And I was, again, loved the match with Sami Zayn the other night on whichever show it was. He needs to slow down. And I'm not, again, people are going to, Cornette, the old man, he's telling him slow down. That's why he's popular, because he's so fast. He does all that stuff. I'm not saying slow down and grab a headlock. Slow down enough to hit everything and don't break your own neck. That level of slow down. There was a point where he was running from thing to thing so quickly to hit everything and make people excited. And that's his big moment before he gets eliminated. But you could tell when he went for that dive over the top on Moose, where he was going to cannonball him, and Moose was supposed to catch him in like a upside down type of powerbomb position. The one time that Evans didn't get a lot of bouncy was when he went over the top rope, and he had done these things beforehand, and you could tell as he was going over, he looks like he's not as fast as he was a second ago. His legs may have given out. He didn't get the jump on that, and he almost went head first to the floor before Moose could catch him around his thighs. And because Moose is so stout, he was able to keep him from landing on his fucking head. But he needs to slow down enough in between his things to get his bearing, to get his balance, to breathe for just one beat and hit everything perfectly, rather than trying to just, what do the kids say, spam it all over the place and just do everything as fast as possible. That kind of slow down. And finally, Trick walked out on Saints. And that was the the thing that left Saints in the ring against Santana and Moose 2-on-1, and Saints sold and then hit Santana with a super kick and dodged Moose, who speared Santana, which was very nice spot, nice timing. And then Saints dumped Moose and covered fucking Santana at a 2 count. I was like, that would have been a great finish. But then Santana and Saints did a do-si-do, and Moose powerbombed Saints, and then Santana hit a clothesline and 1, 2, 3. So TNA won, but it took the 2 guys to beat Ricky Saints. So they told a coherent story at the end, but it's like watching shit on fast forward through the majority of the match. This is a professional show. The talent is level, is all over the place, as we saw. And I mean, it's not insulting or confusing or necessarily this one that I saw, a parody of wrestling to the extent that AEW has become. We'll get to that with the Molotov cocktail hour. But, you know, this is not something, the NXT show is not something I would look forward to watching on a weekly basis based on this. Brian, is that far off your mark?
No, I mean, that's kind of the way I feel. And you're not even talking about any of the backstage segments, and we didn't see some of the usual characters doing some of the usual vignettes that we've seen in the past. But, I mean, Ava in the back, those segments are just cringeworthy every time. I don't know if we have to revisit NXT for a while. As far as that main event goes, Javon Evans is incredible. That one move he does where you send him to the ropes and he like jumps into the rope and jumps.
Yes.
It looks so cool. It's not something I've seen too often, if ever. So, yeah, that was all right. And
if he gets over, people will start doing it, and they've got to. Remember, I said I would tell anybody on the same show or same brand that Javon Evans was on, nobody else can dive over the top rope. Fuck it. This guy's got it. Why do something second best anyway? That's what a lot of guys don't realize these in the territory days when there was competition amongst multitudes of wrestlers. You'd steal some shit when you could that got over, but you wouldn't do somebody else's shit around on the same show or in the same territory if the other guy did it better than you. Because then you just look like a goddamn idiot. But nevertheless, yes, Javon, they need to keep him special. But I don't know, Brian, at this point, I know it was a head-to-head thing. But to be honest with you, at that point in time, I had to get a little rest. I had to take a little nap. I had to go to sleep in between shows so that I could just have the strength and the courage to go on. Do you blame me?
I can't blame you for that. It's a long road with all this wrestling.
The road is long with many a winding turn that leads me to bed. I go to bed like I'm dead, and I sleep the sleep of the corpses, ladies and gentlemen. I sleep the sleep of the undead because I am on a Helix sleep mattress, and they will put you 6 feet under, baby. I'm telling you. I'm surprised.
We're not telling them that. They're not going to put anyone 6 feet. What the hell kind of thing is that even to say?
Figuratively. 6 feet under a cloud of wonderful sleep. That's what, because no, I'm surprised if you're sleeping on a Helix mattress. I'm surprised that people who sleep on a Helix mattress can even pass a medical test. If you're laying on your back with your hands clasped over your chest on a Helix sleep mattress, and somebody was to walk by and put a little flower in your hand, you'd pass for a corpse. They would just go ahead and box you up. And
I'm surprised that you decided to go down this road here, but of course,
well, you don't even have to move around on the Helix mattress.
Sense. Why would you be 6 feet under a cloud? Why would that be comfort? It's 6 feet on top of the cloud, but you're on the cloud. No difference. There's no distance between you and that cloud. A good night's sleep, a Helix night's sleep. We love them here.
Why do you want to be in the middle of the cloud? You won't be able to see shit.
You want to be under the cloud?
Well, most people are.
To see shit.
Think
Are you going to be on your belly or your back?
How many times in your life are you on top of the cloud versus underneath the cloud?
But the whole idea
and you can be on your belly or be on your back because Helix has mattresses for people who like to sleep in a variety of positions.
Well, yes.
So whether it's on your back, on your stomach, on your side, missionary, reverse cowgirl, they've got a mattress.
Again, let's keep it professional.
Well, they got professional mattresses. These people are paid to make them and they sell them. They don't give them away. It's in some amateur goddamn deal. Helix, Helix, helixsleep.com. They got professional mattresses all the way around, and they got professional people that work on those mattresses. And if you want to know a professional that works on a mattress, you just call up Helix Sleep and they'll fix you up. And now if you've got a specific issue like snoring or back pain or sleep apnea, well, sucks to be you. But you can feel better on a Helix mattress because they got things that'll help that too. And all you got to do to sleep like you're under a cloud, at least 6 feet under it. Some people are 20, 25,000 feet underneath the cloud. But the sleep of the absolute peacefulness that comes after you've passed into the great beyond. Again, people won't be able to know the difference until you start to decompose. But right now,
again, let's focus on the living, Jim, and let's focus on a good living situation, which means having a good night's sleep and a good mattress. You need a mattress you could trust, a mattress that will be there for you, and Helix Sleep has been there for us.
It's not like the mattress is going to get up and leave on its own. Once you put it in, it's there for you until you take it out.
You will never want it to leave. It is a fantastic
The walking mattresses are extra.
They have no walking mattresses, and we have no out of this ad. But what we're trying to say, ladies and gentlemen.
What I'm trying to say is I'm trying to tell you the discount.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is. It's 27%. You can get 27% off site-wide right now exclusively for the listeners of this program if you go to helixsleep.com/JCE, helixsleep.com/JCE, 27% off site-wide, any of these fine quality professionally made mattresses and funeral wreaths and flower arrangements not included.
Because they wouldn't need to be, because again, we're talking about a great life, a great night's sleep. Many great nights' sleep lead to a great life. That's what the old mystics say, and you could have a great night's sleep with Helix Sleep. One last time, Jim, what's that promo code?
Well, it's JCE. That's what all the old mystics say.
That's right.
How many old mystics do you know?
I can't comment any further about this in a public forum. On a public forum.
Then let's get back to the private forum.
Yeah, I don't know where I am.
Yes, under the harvest moon.